Imagine this. Nearly 80 of Americans have experienced emotional abuse. That's not just a number. That's almost everyone. That's almost everyone. That means in a room of 10 people, 8 have been through it.
8 out of 10. That's terrifying. I mean, I always thought toxic relationships were rare, like the exception, not the rule.
Most people do, but emotional abuse can be sneaky. It doesn't always show up as screaming or insults. It can be silence, guilt, tripping, subtle control. That's why so many people don't even realize they're in it until the damage is done.
Now, I'm really wondering, how many toxic influences are in my life right now that I've just normalized?
Exactly. That's the real wake-up call. And it's not just emotional pain. It can mess with your sense of reality. Research shows that being in a toxic relationship, romantic, friendship, family, even work, can be more damaging than being completely alone.
You mean it's better to be alone than with people who make you feel like crap?
Yep, loneliness can hurt, but at least it doesn't slowly chip away at your identity. Staying in something toxic rewires how you see yourself. It's slow, but it's deep.
That hits hard. So what do we do about it?
First, we learn how to see it clearly, spot the red flags, identify what toxic actually looks like, because sometimes we call it love or loyalty when it's really just dysfunction.
Okay, I'm in. But how do we really know when someone's toxic? What if we're just being too sensitive?
That's next, spotting the signs that most people miss.
All right. Let's say I'm suspicious someone in my life is toxic, but I'm not totally sure. How can I tell if it's truly toxic or just a rough patch?
That's a great question, and it's tricky because toxic behavior often hides under the disguise of caring or just being honest. But here's one major clue: manipulation. They twist your words. You set a boundary and suddenly you're the villain.
Oh my God, yes! Like when I told a friend I couldn't meet up because I needed rest, and she said, "Wow, I guess I'm just not important to you anymore." I felt so guilty.
Classic guilt, trip, and then there's the parade, raining. You share something exciting, promotion, a new relationship, a personal win, and instead of support, you get snark.
That's happened to me too. When I got promoted, someone said, "Wow, must be nice to always get lucky." Like, thanks.
Right. Instead of celebrating you, they resent you. Toxic people often can't handle your growth because it reminds them of their own stagnation.
That's a powerful statement, and also kind of heartbreaking.
It is. Other signs. Constant criticism. They rarely uplift. You leave interactions feeling drained, anxious, or questioning your worth. That emotional hangover is a red flag. Oh.
I've definitely ignored those signs before. Now I'm scared. If I've let this go on for years, what has it done to me?
You're not alone in feeling that, and you're right to ask. The damage is real. Let's unpack what that does to your mind and body.
I feel like I'm always on edge, like I can't relax, even when I'm alone. Could that be from years of toxic relationships?
Absolutely. Your nervous system's been in survival mode. When you're constantly navigating conflict or walking on eggshells, it triggers stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. Over time, that can lead to fatigue, insomnia, anxiety, even depression.
That explains so much. I've blamed myself for being too sensitive, but maybe my body's just worn out.
Exactly. And here's the hopeful part. Just like toxic people drain us, supportive people restore us. Studies show that strong social support lowers stress, improves immune function, even helps you live longer.
So the people we surround ourselves with can literally change our health?
Yes, think of it like this. Being with toxic people is like standing in the rain without an umbrella. Good friends are that umbrella, and sometimes even sunshine.
It's scary, but also kind of empowering to finally name it.
And now that you see it, let's look at people who've walked away and built something better.
I love stories. Tell me, who's escaped toxicity and found healing?
Lady Gaga opened up about cutting ties with toxic people to protect her mental health. Same with Justin Bieber. He talked about needing space to grow. And Oprah, she's super intentional about who she lets in her circle.
She says you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right?
Exactly. And those 5 shape your future. I also knew a teenager who escaped a toxic friend group and joined a coding club, she said. I thought I was the problem. Turns out I just needed better friends.
That gave me chills. It's like, you're not broken. You're just in the wrong room.
Exactly. When you change your environment, your self-worth starts to repair itself. Oh.
I'm ready for better. But where do I start?
Let's go there. How to find your tribe.
I want that circle, the safe one, but I don't know where to begin. It feels intimidating.
Totally normal. Start small. Think about your interests. Books, art, fitness, tech, volunteering. That's where your tribe hides.
So join something I care about and see who shows up?
Exactly. A book club, a climbing gym, pottery class, a charity event. Even online forums, Reddit, Discord, Facebook groups. You'll meet people who already align with your vibe.
And once I meet someone cool...
Be brave. Start the convo. Suggest coffee or a collab. Friendship takes courage and consistency. Most people are waiting for someone to go first.
I feel nervous, but also ready. Like, I have a direction now.
That's all it takes. Let's wrap this up with one final boost.
This started with statistics, and now I feel like I'm stepping into a whole new life.
I'm proud of you. You saw the truth, asked the hard questions, and now you're walking forward. Healing takes time, but this is where it starts.
I'll keep setting boundaries, and I'll start seeking those aligned connections, ones that feel like home, not a battlefield.
Exactly. And if you're listening and this resonated, know that you're not broken. You're becoming aware. You're growing.
If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this nudge.
We've got more heartfelt, real conversations coming. Keep building that healthy, inspiring circle around you. You deserve that tribe. Thanks for tuning in to Escaping Toxicity, a guide to finding your tribe. Remember, you're not stuck. You're steering now. Head toward the peace you've always deserved.